Oh, in the case of women, it's quite normal and predominant. When you experience the menses, you cannot move fast. You have to cut off until when you are done. When the menses is over, then
is it because it's seen as unclean, unholy, or
when you are in menses? Yeah, it's seen as you are within that period. You are not clean to even pray, to offer ordinary prayers.
You don't pray.
You don't pray.
Wow.
Yes. So until when the menses is over, then you resume prayers. If you are owing the fasting to, then you make it up.
When are you supposed to pay back the fasting, the day or two you
owe? You will depending on your own schedule, then you can decide to spread it depending on the number of days also. In my case, it was only 1 day.
When will you pay back?
This is a personal question, and definitely I'll have to.
So,
and I love to even do more fasting than even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about those who also decide not to fast, but give money to people to fast in their stead?
There must be a reason why you cannot fast.
Like a health reason?
Yes. And in that situation, you have to make up, or your family, or you have to make up in terms of by looking at the amount of equivalent of food that you're supposed to eat for breaking, and even the down meal that you take to start the fasting. And then assuming all amount to 30 cedis or 40 cedis, then you give it out to any needy person. So that so you can do the calculation. You can do it daily, kind of compensation, or you can do the entire calculation of the month and then give out, or you can also do it weekly, and then that makes it.
So that means if you typically spend, say, 50 cedis on your meal at dawn, and then you give 20 cedis to some needy person to fast in your stead, it doesn't qualify.
So how fair is it? He doesn't deserve to enjoy the way you are enjoying. Is that so? You see, yes, we are talking about morality. Do unto others
as you want to be done unto you.
Interesting.
But let's do this. How can the Eid celebrations, promote a sense of community, solidarity, and shared values among Muslims? Now, again, I'm asking this question because we live in a country where we have Muslims and we have Christians, and we have cohabited beautifully. There are some times when some things are happening, some people sit back somewhere and they might think that, well, like you said, these are excesses and all that. So how can we use this month, this time, to foster a good sense of community, solidarity, and the like? How can we do that?
As I mentioned earlier on, the overall idea behind the fasting is supposed to promote sense of discipline. And sense of discipline is supposed to more of like lead to harmony in every society. And so, and for me, I think it's extremely very important that with the post-Ramadan period, we're supposed to see a total change of human beings, of Muslim community, and who will kind of be promoting national cohesion of others and so on. So this is supposed to be the overall basis of it. But as human as we are, you tend to see more of like people reacting to something that they have seen that more of affect them, and in a way they go out from the framework of the legal system and so on and so on. But it's supposed to be so.
So somebody sent a message and was asking, so what's the time for the prayers? What time?
It depends. It depends, and it varies. And yesterday in KNUST, I think we prayed at 9 a.m. And I'm aware other communities will also offer their prayers around 9:30. Others offer theirs around 10 o'clock. Some may even offer around 8 a.m. and so on. So it depends on the consensus. But it's supposed to be in the morning.
So, and when it comes to the preparation of the meals, when is yours going to be ready? You know, it's a holiday. Somebody was saying to me out there that, so which means that to the people will be hungry.
All the food I like to eat in the morning today, I'm not going to get some. I typically go for wache, hausa cocoa, or diehu. None of them will be available today. Until I not paid the also.
So when is the rice?
But I celebrated one yesterday.
Oh, we didn't know. Today's already, we didn't know, so you have to prepare another one. So we'll come over.
But I think the other thing that we overlook, the implication of Muslim fasting and its economic productivity in Ghana in general.
Yeah, we haven't thought about that.
Yes, but it is something that I have consistently monitored. I think when I was even a student at Lagos, I remember one time we were traveling on the way from around Tema and Dawenya area, and the entire area was so quiet. I asked the driver, I said, say Muslims, you know the way the non-Muslim call a Muslim. Muslim for us, how mu ye chiruyanti, and bibi anko room. So it's very interesting. You may think that they are minority, and of course, and they are minority. But in terms of supply chain nature of our businesses and trades, and it has implication in one way or the other, and so on. Yeah.
And interestingly, some of them will take this whole week to celebrate. So your cocoa and your watching, your TZ,
exactly,
it will be affected. Some of them for the whole week, they'll take a break.
I think the whole thing comes in this way, the way I see it effect on productivity, because the person is expected to wake up around 3 o'clock to prepare meal for his family, and the family is supposed to eat the meal around 4 a.m. And then after that, some even family may not necessarily sleep again. They are preparing their children to school and so on. So you can imagine the number of hours that people are losing and to have a sound sleep. And if you don't have sound sleep, what is the effect?
Fatigue, tiredness.
Yes. It has implication on your productivity and so on. And other businesses, some even business community also even just shut down their work, as you just mentioned, just to ensure that they have a restful time. It's not about money; it's about their health, and then to enable them focus on the Ramadan and so on.
So as we wrap up, I would like to know from you, what advice or words of encouragement would you offer to Muslims who may be celebrating the Eid?